22nd, 23rd, 22nd, 23rd, 24th. We already have some meetings lined up. We've got our senators, Corker and Senator Alexander. We're having meetings with them. I've got different people setting appointments now for our congressman. One of the things that I wanted to, well, two things I wanted to discuss with you is we get with our lobbyist, David Brumell, and we discuss with him some of the things that we're interested in on the state level. But we pretty much put together with NAHU the topics that we want to hit on when we talk on a national level. Fortunately, we're in a position in Tennessee where we have quite a bit of support, and a lot of the things that we're interested in, the majority of our congressmen and senators pretty much support us. So we're in a fairly good position there. The guidance comes when we go to Washington, and basically the topics that we want to discuss with them. What they want to hear is pretty much the same thing as our representatives on the state level want to hear, and that's what's happening back home. They want real life situations of how this health care is affecting our clients. And all of us have group clients or individual clients, and we need stories like that we can relay to them, because it has such a greater impact telling a real life story that's happening in our profession with real people than just going up there and saying, we appreciate your support this way or that way or whatever. That being the case, we're going to send out some emails, and I'm going to ask, we won't do that today, but I'm going to ask if you have some real life stories that you would like us to relay, give us those stories, and we'll be your eyes and ears there, that we'll be able to present to them some real life situations. And, you know, be as specific as you can. You don't really need to name the company or the individual. But those help us when we get on certain topics, and we can say, we have a NAHU member so-and-so that had this particular thing happen with their client. I think all of us will agree that the biggest problem that we have with all of this, and if the state is going to be delaying on getting up or setting up the exchange so that we're ready if we have to go that way, it just adds to the uncertainty of our business owners, because right now they don't know, we don't know what's going on. So it's hard, we're telling them what we know, and they're still confused as to what is going to happen. So the biggest thing for us when we go to Washington is to meet with the representatives and let them know, again, we're there, we're for them. We need their support in continuing the fight to get this thing overturned, or at least get the legislation passed so that agents and brokers are removed from the MLR requirements. Those are the kind of things that we're looking for, and we'll send an email out to you to request that on the state level. Any of you that would be interested in going, it's not too late to register online, and just contact me. I'll help you find a place to stay and so forth. We'd love to have you. The more the merrier. We have a good time when we go up there. We learn a lot because of the guest speakers that NAHU has, and then we take Tuesday afternoon and Wednesday afternoon and go up on the Hill and talk to our legislators. The other thing that I wanted to talk to you about that I'm real excited about, thanks to Richard and others, we now have a state PAC. It's good to go. All we need is funds. We're registered with state. We have a bank account set up. Richard has developed a form that will, where it'll provide us with the required reporting information when you make a donation. As you're well aware, that donations, political donations are not tax deductible. So this will be out of the kindness of your heart to develop this situation. Here's why it's so important, because you're going to be hearing all of us talk about our state PAC from now through the symposium in April and on. This coming year, as Representative Evans said, is election year. And so the people that make the decisions that affect us or have input on the decisions that affect us, when we, the state PAC, can come to them and be able to support their reelection, it's huge. They know who we are, and it makes a big impact. So we haven't had a state PAC before. We've had a national PAC and HUPAC, for instance, but that supports congressmen and senators. That supports on a national level, and we can't or haven't been able to get any money to help with our state elections. As far as I'm concerned, they're the ones that really impact what we do on a day-to-day basis. So we've got a great board set up. We welcome your input. This board is separate from NAHU. The decision-making is separate. We work with our lobbyists and our legislative leaders to determine where the funds go, and it's an open book for NAHU